Welcome back, dear viewers, to Mr. Magazine, your gateway to the glimmering yet shadowy corridors of Turkish celebrity life. Tonight, we take you behind the crimson curtains of Feriye Ortaköy, where camera flashes burned brighter than the Bosphorus moonlight, and where one woman's silence spoke louder than all the words whispered that night. Grab your tea, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to tap for join to support Mr. Magazine, because this story, this night, and this silence will stay with us long after the waves fade into Istanbul's autumn mist. It was one of those rare Istanbul evenings when even the wind seemed to hold its breath. The Bosphorus glistened beneath a pale moon, its surface mirroring the glittering chandeliers of Feriye Ortaköy, where the red carpet rolled out like a royal decree. Every star of the Turkish entertainment world had gathered for the grand premiere of Osman Bey, a production already whispered about in industry corridors for months. Baris Arduc, the man many call the embodiment of calm charisma, stepped onto that carpet in a tuxedo as dark as midnight itself. His every move carried a quiet confidence, the kind that doesn't need words. But what the cameras captured that night wasn't his entrance, it was the empty space beside him. The space where everyone expected Gupse Ozay to be. And in that absence, a story began to unfold, not on screen, but in the minds of thousands. Just hours before the premiere, the digital rumor mill had already begun to turn. Will Gupse come? Will Baris arrive alone? Or will Tuba Buyukustun appear beside him? When Baris appeared solo, dignified yet distant, social media exploded. Tweets came faster than the camera flashes. Gupse Ozay didn't show up. Something's not right. Within minutes, speculation spread like wildfire. Was she jealous of Tuba? Was there tension at home? Some users even pointed out that Gupse's latest social media post, her new dark, wavy hairstyle, looked uncannily similar to Tuba's. Coincidence? Or a silent message? While gossip brewed online, inside Feriye Ortaköy, Tuba Büyüküstün entered the scene with a grace that drew every gaze without demanding it. Dressed in a flowing black gown, adorned with only the faint shimmer of minimalist jewelry, she embodied the very definition of understated power. Her presence beside Baris was magnetic. Cameras froze on that frame, Baris leaning slightly toward her, whispering, "Are you ready?" A simple question, yet millions replayed that moment as if decoding a love confession. Comments poured in beneath the viral clip. "Look at his eyes, there's love in that gaze. He's a professional actor. Stop reading too much into it." But no denial could silence the allure of that fleeting look. Osman Bey, directed by the visionary Sopuroğlu, tells the story of a cold-blooded assassin who finds his world crumbling when he experiences love for the first time. A dark, emotional, and psychological film, yet its premiere became less about fiction and more about feeling. Baris and Tuba had a rare chemistry, said one crew member in hushed tones. They didn't need to speak, even their silences were in sync. And perhaps that's where the trouble began. Because in a world that thrives on gossip, professional harmony easily morphs into personal speculation. As the waves of chatter grew higher, Gupse Ozay remained motionless in the storm. No posts, no likes, not even a statement. Just silence. For some, her absence at the Gala was a quiet rebellion, for others, it was heartbreak disguised as indifference. A close source revealed Gupse had planned to attend. But when she imagined the headlines, she changed her mind. She didn't want the night to be about her. Yet destiny, with its sharp sense of irony, ensured it was. That silence, the kind only a woman deeply in thought can hold, became the loudest conversation in Turkish entertainment. When dawn painted the Bosphorus gold, the tabloids were already screaming. Baris Arduc walks alone. Tuba's grace, Gup's silence. A gala full of emotions and hidden meanings. One columnist boldly wrote, "Standing beside a woman like Tuba Büyüküstün requires more than confidence. Her aura consumes the spotlight." Maybe that's why Gupse chose the shadows that night. And so, Istanbul awoke to divided opinions, some defending Gupse's dignity, others romanticizing the cinematic bond between Bar and Tuba. But one truth lingered: the line between reality and performance had blurred beyond recognition. Later that night, whispers from Ferrier's garden reached every newsroom. It was said that Bar and Tuba shared a brief private conversation away from the cameras. Just a few minutes, claimed one guest. She congratulated him on his performance. But when photographers failed to capture that moment, the absence of proof became its own mystery. A secret meeting, some said. A friendly exchange, others argued. Regardless, the damage, or perhaps the enchantment, had already been done. The public didn't want the truth, they wanted a story. And Mr. Magazine was here to tell it. What makes this tale so intoxicating isn't just the glamour or the gossip, it's the quiet human truth beneath it. Baris Arduc, the reserved romantic. Tuba Büyüküstün, the timeless enigma. And Gupse Ozay, the unseen poet of silence. Three souls intertwined not by scandal, but by perception. Even as Osman Bey's plot unfolded, the assassin learning to love, the doctor teaching him empathy, real life seemed to echo the film's heartbeat. Art imitating life, or life imitating art? What do you, our dear viewers, think? Was Gupse Ozay right to stay away from the storm? Or should she have stood proudly beside her husband, proving love fears no spotlight? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, we read every single one. And if you want exclusive behind-the-scenes insights into nights like this, hit join to support the Mr. Magazine family. Your support keeps the stories alive, the lights bright, and the truth, or something close to it, always within reach. As the waves kissed the stone walls of Ferrier one last time that night, the whispers slowly faded into the wind. But the story, oh, the story, lingers still. Because sometimes, it's not the words we say, but the silence we choose, that defines who we are. This has been Mr. Magazine, bringing you the untold, the unseen, and the unforgettable. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and if you truly want to keep our light shining, tap that to join button to become part of our ever-growing circle. Until next time, keep your hearts open, your eyes sharp, and your minds curious. Because in the world of fame and feeling, every silence hides a secret.